Hello, ladies and gentlemen. KJ here, and I would like to welcome you to the NWL's presentation of SummerSlam. We have a great night of action in store for you here tonight, and I'm so excited about it. I've been hyping it up over the past couple weeks, probably getting on your guys' nerves about it, but I cannot wait for any one of these matches on this card to get started. All of it, of course, is headlined by our main event. The NWL Championship is on the line as Spider-Man and Carnage continue their rivalry, this time for the top prize in the business. It's going to be a great main event, but it's going to be a great card altogether. We're going to get it started right now with El Generico versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Agent Smith. So guys, here we go. El Generico versus Agent Smith in one-on-one competition. This is going to be a good one, and this one has been building up for the past couple weeks. Now, of course, El Generico is in a little bit of a stable with Lamar Henderson and Hiroshi Nakamoto. They make up the new crew, as they call themselves. Haven't really done much as a tag team or really as a stable towards going towards any type of championship, but they're still a band of brothers and friends that get together every once in a while for matches. And recently, they've been going after Agent Smith. Smith has had matches with Lamar Henderson and Hiroshi Nakamoto, both of which he lost due to El Generico being out there as a manager for both of his friends. Agent Smith, of course, has taken great amount of exception to this and has gotten quite pissed off, I should say, in just, easy terms. As such, he has asked for this matchup with El Generico to once and for all end the differences that they have with each other and hopefully teach El Generico to keep his nose out of other people's business, which, I kind of actually agree with for this time. Usually, I like El Generico. He's a great wrestler. He's really energetic, really brings the fans to their feet, but he stuck his nose into Agent Smith's business one too many times. Alright, I know that those are your friends and stuff and you want to support them, but continuously interfering in a match that they have against Agent Smith is going to be hazardous to your health. And he is finding that out firsthand right now in this match. As you can see, he is down on the ground, and Agent Smith has just been going at him full throttle right now in this match. Generico trying to fight back a little bit with a couple punches right there, but Agent Smith once again grabs a hold of him. Has him against the ropes, now picking him up and just tossing his body into the ropes. No disregard for El Generico's will being there at all, as he just throws him like a bag of potatoes right into the ropes, now picking him up. Amazing strength there by Agent Smith. He held the vertical suplex, walked around a little bit before putting down El Generico. And that is what he's looking to do in this match, put him down once and for all, hopefully, too. He's tired of him interfering in his matches. He's looking to continue his dominant performance that he has been having over the past couple pay-per-views. Of course, Agent Smith, we would be wrong to not say that he is Mr. Money in the Bank right now, guys. At the Money in the Bank CPV, he did climb the ladder and win the briefcase, guaranteeing him a shot anytime, any place within the next year for an NWL Championship Match. Past 2 years, Vincent Angelini won it, and the past 2 years, he successfully cashed it in. So there's a good chance that Agent Smith might do the exact same thing. He is just as cunning as Vincent Angelini when it comes to that. So I'm sure he will pick his spot well and find the prime time to cash in and possibly become the new NWL champion. For all we know, that could be here tonight after the main event, depending on what Spider-Man and Carnage do to each other. He could be cashing it in here tonight and becoming your new champion. That is, of course, as long as he puts away El Generico, which he does not seem to be in danger of not doing that right now. Going for a pin on Generico could be it right here, but he is able to just barely force the shoulders up at 2.5. You can see El Generico is taking quite a bit of punishment in this match, already starting to hold at his ribs. As you see, Agent Smith is also just delivering those boots again and again into the rib and chest region of El Generico, dropping the shoulder. El Generico is in big trouble right now. He's been in big trouble this entire match, and you almost have the feeling that Agent Smith at this point is just playing with his food. I mean, I feel like he could just put him away at any point. Gain the victory as El Generico there on unsteady feet, backbreaker. Will no doubt break the spirits of El Generico in this one. Like I said, I think right now Agent Smith isn't so focused on winning the match. I think he pretty much knows that that's in the bag at this point. I think he just wants to teach El Generico a lesson. Prove to him that he has to keep his nose out of his business. And he is doing that with great efficiency right now. You can see El Generico now almost not even putting up a fight. Can barely get up off the mat, and when he does, he's on such unsteady feet. Could be setting him up for, oh, never mind. I thought it was possibly going to be a pedigree there, but instead, face first goes El Generico into the mat. Agent Smith could be possibly mercifully putting this thing away right here against him, lifting him up on his shoulders, and he's hitting the red pill. Red pill by Agent Smith goes for the pin, center of the ring. El Generico is in trouble, and El Generico has been beaten by Agent Smith. Very dominant performance there by Agent Smith. El Generico really never got his offense going. He needs to be a lot quicker, a lot faster. But Agent Smith kind of just wore him down little by little. Then towards the end, just started playing with his food until he was finally ready to put him away and gain the victory in this one. So a very dominant match to start us off here tonight by Agent Smith, but we are going to have a lot more matches that hopefully will be a little bit evenly matched compared to that one, and that could be this next match that we have in store for you. As you can see, the NWL Tag Team Championships are on the line as Legacy's Cody Rhodes and Ted Dibiase challenge Evolution's Triple H and Randy Orton for the tag team titles. And this has gotten very personal recently as Ted Dibiase has made it personal against both Orton and Triple H. It's going to be fun to see how these two react to Ted Dibiase in this match. Let's go ahead and get it started right now. So here we go, guys. Tag team match for the NWL Tag Team Championships. Can't ask for much better than that. It is Evolution's Triple H and Legacy's Ted Dibiase starting it off for their teams. And this one is going to get good really fast because both Triple H and Randy Orton have personal issues with Ted Dibiase right now. 2 weeks ago, Ted Dibiase and Randy Orton fought to a double countout in a match. Now, normally, that's disappointing and stuff, but later on in the night, they were found backstage brawling it out. Dibiase eventually slammed Orton's head into the concrete wall. He was able to pass concussion protocol tests, suffered minor whiplash symptoms, and no doubt a splintering headache. But he is cleared to wrestle here tonight. He is in there right now against Ted Dibiase, who wants nothing to do with Randy Orton, and instead tags in Cody Rhodes. Looks like he's going to take the brunt of it by the Viper, Randy Orton, who hits a beautiful power slam there. Then, just this past week on the NWL, Ted Dibiase faced off against Triple H in a singles competition. He eventually got himself disqualified in that match by using the steel steps on Triple H's skull. This is a very different Ted Dibiase that we have been seeing over the past couple weeks. A lot more aggressive, a lot more disregard for his opponents in a certain sense. And I don't know if I really like it or not, as right now Orton, you can see he's not done with Ted Dibiase yet. DDT off the ropes, and he's going at Dibiase, kind of ignoring Cody Rhodes right now. It's full on. Randy Orton just wants Ted Dibiase, basically ignoring Cody Rhodes for the most part. It's Dibiase now throwing Orton back into ring. He has got to focus on the legal man, which is Cody Rhodes right now. Otherwise, Evolution could be in trouble of losing their titles. I mean, if this was Dibiase's plan to get them off their game, to not allow them to focus on what they need to do in this match, it could be working right now. Cody Rhodes could be looking to capitalize on it as Triple H is in trouble. Rhodes picking him up and putting him down face first onto the mat. Although a back body drop by the game levels Cody Rhodes for right now. You can see that he is probably not too happy with his partner right now, I would assume. As he goes over and tags in Ted Dibiase, he's taken quite a bit of punishment already by these two guys. And a lot of that punishment was meant for Ted Dibiase. It looks like Cody Rhodes was just the man in the middle that unfortunately had to deal with it. Rhodes comes back in, going after the arm of Triple H a little bit right there. As you can see, Ted Dibiase does not want to be in the ring with either one of Evolution right now. And that could eventually come back to bite them in the butt. Because you can see Cody Rhodes has taken quite a bit of punishment. He is not looking as fresh as he should be in this tag team match. And if Evolution continue to go after him and target Cody Rhodes, they could be looking at retaining their championships. And that is a good chance right there, especially after a spine buster by Triple H, tagging in the Viper Randy Orton now. Orton is very willing to do the dirty work and take out his frustrations and aggression on Cody Rhodes if Ted Dibiase is not willing to accept it himself. Although bouncing off the steel ring post, Cody Rhodes bashing Orton's head into it. Oh, once again, now tossing him into the ring. As we said, he did not suffer a concussion when his head got slammed into the concrete wall, but if you're going to start going after his head in this match with a steel ring post and anything else, he just might start to suffer one here. DDT. And yeah, looks like Legacy is going to start targeting the head of Randy Orton. Beautiful strategy by them. Neck breaker now. Ted Dibiase can see that he's the wounded man, and he's going to go after him in this match. Focusing on the head of Randy Orton that he partially injured a couple weeks ago backstage. Smart strategy by Legacy. Can't say that it's a strategy I enjoy seeing, but it is one that could provide beneficial in this match and provide them with the victory and a second reign as the NWL Tag Team Champions. Orton right now being isolated from Triple H. He needs to make a tag here. Cannot stay in the ring too long, especially if there is any lingering damage to his head right now. He needs to get out of there, rest up, and allow the fresh man Triple H to try to inflict some punishment on their opponents right now. Orton, though, throwing Cody Rhodes into the ropes, and off of it, a power slam. Vintage Randy Orton right there as he backs out and tags in Triple H. This is what he needed to do, get the fresh man in there against the unfresh Cody Rhodes. And you can see Triple H could be looking to put him away right here, right now. Kick to the gut, setting him up. Cody Rhodes could be in for a world of hurt, but he reverses. Beautiful reversal by Cody Rhodes. Triple H was setting him up for a pedigree, but Cody Rhodes was able to reverse it into a Samoan drop, but second time could be the charm here. Triple H, pedigree. A pedigree by Triple H to Cody Rhodes. He is down, and I think he is out of it right now. Ref gets the 3 count. Ted Dibiase does not get there in time to break it up. Very dominant performance once again in this match by Evolution. They successfully retained the NWL Tag Team Championships by beating Legacy. Cody Rhodes unfortunately takes the pin in this one. Ted Dibiase did not really get much action, so you gotta wonder if Randy Orton and Triple H are done with him yet. They did not get the amount of revenge that I'm sure they wanted. This could be far from over between these guys. So we're going to keep things rolling here at SummerSlam, guys, with our next match. And this is the one that could give our main event a run for its money. It is the Stinger versus the Architect. Sting versus Seth Rollins in one-on-one competition. It is going to be fun to see these guys go at it. Rollins made a name for himself by beating Sting and qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Since then, Sting and him have been trading barbs, trading insults, and now they get to trade punches here at SummerSlam. What more could you ask for? It's going to be a hellacious battle between these two, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and get this match underway. One-on-one contest here between the Icon Sting and the Architect Seth Rollins. This is going to be a good match between these two. I can guarantee it right now. At least it has been the past couple times they've met in the ring. As I said before, Seth Rollins and Sting faced off in singles competition. Just the NWL before Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins debuting in the NWL first match, gained the victory over Sting to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. He did not win it, of course, but he had an impressive showing there. And ever since then, he has been defeating opponents left and right, including gaining a pinfall victory over Sting in a tag team match just this past Wednesday. It was an amazing match between Sting and Chaz Parker versus Seth Rollins and Corey Mills. Seth Rollins, of course, got the victory, the pinfall victory. Gotta correct myself there. Pinfall victory over Sting. Huge amount of momentum he gained from that going into this match. He has called Sting old and washed up. Sting has a lot of pride though, and he's not going to take that lightly. He's going to try to show Seth Rollins in this match, you do not say that to a two-time NWL champion without repercussions, going for a possible Pele kick there, but Sting saw it coming and moved out of the way. These guys are going to do anything and everything to each other, and it's going to be fun to watch it. I did say that this could possibly give the main event a run for its money in quality, and I'm hoping it does. These guys can put on a fantastic match against anyone. Seth Rollins now taking a little bit of a breather on the outside, but Sting is going to go out there and meet him, not allow him to waste time in this match. He wants his hands on Seth Rollins the entire time. It's a good strategy. You don't want the Architect to be thinking up a plan to try to beat you. It's what he's best at, and what could possibly cost you a match against him. Backbreaker there by Sting as the two of them lock up center of the ring once again. Sting gained control, gets behind Rollins, but he's able to reverse it. Sting, though, reverses Rollins. Very technical wrestling by both superstars right now. Oh, chops right to the chest of Sting. Seth Rollins saw him running in and decided to put him down on the mat for his troubles. Both these superstars are very technical wrestlers. They're willing to duke it out. Sting a little bit heavy-handed at times. Seth Rollins willing to go a little bit high-flying, but both of them, their background is technical wrestling. That is where they've made a name for themselves, and that is where they are looking to win this match. Sting, as you saw there, wrenching on the arm of Seth Rollins, weakening him up. Should probably be focusing on the legs of Seth Rollins. He's very dangerous with that curb stomp. Could take out Sting at any moment with it if he gets the chance. That's why you gotta try and take out his legs. If he can't stand on a vertical base, can't be running with him, cannot get enough momentum to even hit that curb stomp. Meanwhile, for Seth Rollins, you just gotta try and beat up Sting. He's got a lot of ways to try to gain a victory, whether it be the Scorpion Death Drop or the Scorpion Death Lock. Rollins now going for a victory of his own. Could get him right there, but nope. Not enough beaten up between these two guys yet. Seth Rollins with the forearm in the corner to Sting. He's got him down on the mat. The Stinger is looking a little bit worse for wear right now, but he's able to push Seth Rollins away and go back at him himself. Reversals again by these two guys as Rollins gut wrench right there to Sting, but he gets back up and delivers a punch to the gut. Again, the technical wrestling of these guys is on display as one of them gains a lock and the other one reverses it into one of their own. One of them goes for a move and the other one reverses it into a punch in the gut. Look at that. Sting looked a little woozy. Rollins looked to possibly try to take him out, but Sting was able to reverse it. Power slam by Stinger. Could possibly gain the advantage right there. get him hopefully back on top in this match, is looking to regain some momentum that Seth Rollins had gained in the middle part of this thing. Rollins, though, with a side Russian leg sweep, takes down the Stinger. And now off the springboard, splashing down on top of him. Again, Seth Rollins is willing to put his body on the line at certain times to try to gain a victory when necessary. And here's one of those times, a power bomb right in the corner turnbuckle. Seth Rollins with the power bomb in the corner turnbuckle to Sting. The action now spilling to the outside as Sting getting away from Rollins a little bit, hoping to regain his breath and regain composure. Seth Rollins looking very impressive right now against Sting. Dropping an elbow right to the heart. Ooh. Once again, Sting, I think, was trying to get back into the ring there, but gets chops to the chest instead. And Seth Rollins with a boot to the side of the head of Stinger. Referee's up to a 7 count. Rollins has to get back into this ring if he doesn't want to get counted out, and he does. I'm sure that Seth Rollins wants to beat the Stinger fair and square in the middle of that ring, and continues what he claims to be the Seth Rollins era here in the NWL. As he's been beating opponents left and right, he's been claiming that he's making the product more entertaining, easier to watch, and will continue to be the Seth Rollins era for as long as he is here. Can't argue with the results. He has been very entertaining in the ring, been able to beat most of his opponents. He is beating Sting right now in that ring. He's fired up. You can see the Stinger really needs to do something to get back into this match. I have no idea what it's going to be. Maybe a clothesline like that out of the corner turnbuckle can turn things around for him. It'll be interesting to see. Sting has kind of been on the receiving end this entire match. Can he somehow find a way to get back into this? Maybe with a Scorpion Death Drop. A Scorpion Death Drop by Sting right there could possibly get him back into the driver's seat of this one. Seth Rollins now could be on the receiving end of a beatdown by the Stinger. Locking him up in a submission, but Seth Rollins is able to break out of it. Sting, though, runs in, gets a float over DDT, putting Seth Rollins' head into the mat, and now just pummeling him with fists. Now a good situation by Seth Rollins, and wait, I think Seth Rollins gets slammed into the mat. I think he's actually cut. Yeah, there's some blood above the eye of Seth Rollins. He has gotten busted open in this match with Sting. The war wounds are now showing on both competitors. Sting holding at his chest, Seth Rollins at his head that's been busted open. And now looking to make Sting pay for that one, I think. Seth Rollins running him into the turnbuckle once again. I think Sting's head bounced off of the bottom turnbuckle there. Not a good spot for the Stinger, as could possibly gain a concussion or any number of issues. On unsteady feet there, but he throws Seth Rollins into the barricade. The fans in attendance are going to get a first-hand look at these two, especially that cut on Seth Rollins' face, which is bleeding quite heavily right now. He has donned the crimson mask in this one, as we would say. Referee is counting these guys out up to a 5-count. Stinger gets back into the ring. Seth Rollins is now in danger of being counted out once again here. Gets back to his feet. Ref is up to 6, and he gets back into the ring, only to be met with a float over DDT by Sting. I said that Sting needs to do something to get back into this match, and I think he has done it. He is in complete control of this thing now. Seth Rollins is reeling. He is bleeding, and I don't think he has a way to take the Stinger out in this one. I think all of his plans has gone down the drain, as the Icon, the two-time NWL champion, delivering a spine buster to Seth Rollins. And he is fired up, looking to put him away right here, right now. Stinger. Nope, Seth Rollins instead. Knee to the gut. And now Seth Rollins with a curb stomp. A curb stomp out of nowhere by Seth Rollins. Going for the pin. Sting is in trouble. Sting has been beaten by Seth Rollins. I can't believe this. I cannot believe Seth Rollins has just delivered a curb stomp to Sting and has beaten him at SummerSlam. I know that he beat him once already on just an episode of the NWL, but this is huge. This is a huge, huge victory for Seth Rollins, doing what he promised to do, beating Sting at SummerSlam. The sky is the limit. The Seth Rollins era is upon us. So congratulations to Seth Rollins doing what he promised to do, and that is to beat Sting at SummerSlam. Very impressive by both superstars. They gave it everything they had in that match. Seth Rollins, though, just obviously had a little bit more to come away with the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank John Fogerty and the Foo Fighters for Fortunate Son. It has been the official theme song for SummerSlam this year. You can hear it right now. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys do. And I hope you guys are going to be enjoying this next match that we have for you. It is none other than the Devil and Batista versus Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa. Tag team match has been building up for the past couple months, ever since the Devil and Batista attacked Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa backstage. This is now their chance to get some retribution. It's not going to be an easy task, but it sure as hell is going to be a fun one for us to watch. So guys, I hope you are ready for some tag team action here tonight, because we have more of it in store for you with this match. The Devil and Batista, former NWL Tag Team Champions, facing off against Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa in a grudge match. This thing, as I said, has been building for the past couple months. Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa got a victory over the NWL Tag Team Champions Evolution. Stated that they wanted their shot, they wanted a chance at the titles. Well, the Devil and Batista took a little bit of exception to that and decided to knock them out of action. For a good month, they were gone. Finally, Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa have come back, and they have set their sights on the guys that took them out. Now it's just a matter of, can they get the job done against the Devil and Batista? It's going to be an uphill battle. They are no doubt the underdogs in this one, both size-wise, skill-wise, resume-wise. None of it favors Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa in this one. But that has never stopped these two before. They've always been really the underdog and have always been willing to fight, always been willing to step up to the task and try their hardest to win. And they're going to have to use everything they have at their disposal here tonight. That's a good move right there by Willy Wonka. He should try that another 10, 15 times on the Devil. Might be in business if he does. Nice bulldog there. Willy Wonka has to keep the pace fast here. That's where he's the best, when it's fast-paced action. Meanwhile, the Devil wants to slow it down and just hammer away at his opponents with fists and slams that will rattle the bones in your body. And he could do that right here, right now, against the smaller Oompa Loompa, taking him out with two huge clotheslines. The Oompa Loompa, though, has faced off against the Devil in singles competition. Battle of David versus Goliath, if I've ever seen one in the NWL. Unfortunately, right now, Goliath has a little bit of an advantage over David in this one, as the Devil is making the Oompa Loompa pay right now. He's got to use his speed in this one. He has to try and keep the Devil down, like right there. Got to keep him on the mat, because when he gets to a vertical base, that is when he is the most dangerous. He can use that size and that frame to great efficiency. But the Oompa Loompa, look at that strength. I've said it many times, the strength of the Oompa Loompa is just amazing. There are no words to describe how strong this guy is. He can lift up the Devil, a man that is 2 to 3 times his size, and slam him down on the mat. Two of them now are locked up. Devil gains control, but the Oompa Loompa is able to shove him away. Willy Wonka on the outside looks like he's jarring with Batista on the other side of the ring. We have not yet seen the animal in this one. Instead, Willy Wonka will come back in to go against the Devil. Which is possibly good strategy here. If you can weaken up the Devil, not allow him to maybe make a tag to Batista, and just focus solely on him, you may be able to come away with a surprise victory in this one. Maybe especially a quick roll-up pin, or even a submission if you beat him down enough, though. You're not going to be able to get a submission victory on the Devil, I would say, at least not at this point in the match. Definitely not. And you're definitely not going to be able to get a submission victory over Batista, who is the fresh man in this ring, just coming in off the tag by the Devil. However, he has to deal with Willy Wonka, who does have a little bit of momentum built up right now. Got him backed into the corner. Batista seems to be a little bit hesitant with Willy Wonka right now. Probably can see the madness in the eyes of the chocolatier. Wants him coming in, delivers double boots right to the face. Takes him down once again. Batista is not looking the best right now. The Devil looked pretty good, but right now Batista does not have it going on, especially not against Willy Wonka. We'll have to see if he can find a way to get back into this thing, at least his mindset into this thing, because he does not have it right now, being thrown into the turnbuckle, and now Willy Wonka picking him up and slamming him down. Tags in the Oompa Loompa. Let's see if Batista can maybe get something going against him. Gets an elbow right to the face and then gets taken down with one punch. Obviously not. Looks like an off night for Batista, and that is not good for him and his teammate. Not saying they have to be completely 100% in the zone, but you do have to at least be probably 75% or so. Which right now is only looking like they're 50% in with Batista the way he is. Nice reversal there by the Oompa Loompa, gain out of the bear hug by Batista into a DDT of his own. But the animal's not gonna let that slide as he's going back at him with a couple punches. Though he gets caught this time, an uppercut by the Oompa Loompa. He's been evasive right now towards Batista. Not allowed him to gain control of him, hanging him up on the top rope right there. Only a couple punches have landed by Batista. The Oompa Loompa has tried to stay out of his way and stay evasive, which is key. That is no doubt the key. Oompa Loompa now bringing the Devil back into the fray, throwing him down onto the mat, then up the turnbuckle, and down goes Batista. Again, it has not been Batista's night right now, as the Oompa Loompa is making him pay just like Willy Wonka was. This could be a huge advantage. A huge advantage for Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa. If Batista is not on his game, if they can maybe isolate him instead now. I mean, I know I talked about isolating the Devil before, but he's been able to hit a couple moves, do a good amount of things to Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa in the ring. Batista right now is just not on his game. If he can be isolated, if he can be the only man in there, they have a great chance of possibly coming away with a victory. That is, unless Batista gets his head back in the game, and he could do that by kicking the head of Willy Wonka off his shoulders right there. Tags in the Devil, and now Willy Wonka tags in the Oompa Loompa. He wanted it. I heard the Oompa Loompa saying, "Tag me in." He wanted the Devil right here, and he's got him, delivering a clothesline to the seated big man. And we'll go back at him with a couple stomps until a drive-by knee levels him and puts the Devil back in control. Willy Wonka providing a little bit of an interference right there, but not enough. It's the Devil back in control of the little Oompa Loompa. Headbutt levels him, but you only wonder for how long, because he gets right back up on his feet, regains control of the Oompa Loompa, picks him up and slams him down face first onto the mat. Knee to the gut. The Devil once again taking control of the Oompa Loompa in this one. This is probably not the spot that they want to be in. Willy Wonka needs to kind of get in there and help out his friend, because a Samoan drop by the Devil is usually the precursor to even worse things that we are seeing right here. The Devil lining him up for the smoking pitchfork. The smoking pitchfork by the Devil, dragging the Oompa Loompa to the center of the ring, going for the pin. This could be it right here, right now. The Oompa Loompa's in trouble, but Willy Wonka bails him out. You can see he's taking a lot of punishment, a lot of damage right now in this match. Willy Wonka was wise to get in there and keep this thing alive for his team. And now the Oompa Loompa is very wise to get over to his corner and tag in the Chocolatier. Took out the Devil, got enough time for himself to get back to his corner and tag in Willy Wonka. Now Wonka might have to go it alone or at least for a large portion of this match, to try and beat down the Devil and Batista, who gets tagged back in. You can see, though, Batista started to be hurting too, and Willy Wonka would be wise to capitalize on that. Looks like he wants to right now. He's fired up, wants the crowd behind him, but Batista's able to reverse, push him away. Oh, but Willy Wonka, eat defeat! Eat defeat, Batista. You just got boot right in your face, but too close to the ropes. Batista was able to get the rope break. Willy Wonka should have dragged him to the center of the ring. Instead goes for it again. No ropes to interfere this time, but Batista is able to kick out. Batista staying alive right now in this match against Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa. You gotta know, though, that he wants to probably make a tag and get the Devil back into this match. I have a feeling that right now the Batista is the weaker of the two of them. Oh, and looks like we're going to have a little bit of a double team action here. Gutbuster. Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa going for a double gutbuster to Batista. Now the pin, Willy Wonka. No, the Devil is able to get in and break it up. Action has gotten very hectic here. A lot of disorder as the two teams are starting to create chaos in this match. Hopefully the ref can keep things civilized and keep things in order in this one so that we get a final conclusion, which that final conclusion could be coming soon after those shots by Willy Wonka to the Devil. Not in a very friendly zone that you would want him to be at, but Willy Wonka is willing to do it if he must. Devil, or Batista I should say, nice reversal there. Now going for a possible Batista bomb. A Batista bomb by the Animal to Willy Wonka, in trouble, going for the pin. Willy Wonka is able to kick out. Willy Wonka kicks out of the Batista bomb. He is still alive in this one. I am shocked. I am shocked that Willy Wonka was just able to kick out of that Batista bomb. And now he is going to eat defeat once again. Batista eating defeat once again, and he could be eating it in this match. Referee finally going for the pinfall, and it is over. Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa surviving the match against the Devil and Batista. Both teams beat the living hell out of each other and are showing the war wounds from it. Huge, huge upset victory. Congratulations to Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa. They have gotten their retribution on the Devil and Batista. So another outstanding match that saw a very surprising victory. Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompa, the underdogs, no doubt about it in this match, came away with the victory, beating the Devil and Batista. Congratulations to them. They really did deserve it. And we still have one more match to go here, guys. I hope you're not too tired from all this action that you've seen, because it is our main event of the night. The NWL Championship is on the line. It is Spider-Man versus Carnage. A long-standing rivalry between these guys gets renewed once again, but now it's for the top prize in this industry. The NWL Championship between these guys. It is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get this match started right now. Alright guys, it is main event time here at SummerSlam. We have had an amazing night of action already, and we get to close it out with one more great match. It is Spider-Man versus Carnage for the NWL Championship, and these guys are going to put on a clinic against each other. They have been rivals for a very long time here in the NWL, and it is going to continue here tonight for the NWL Championship. I've said it before leading up to this battle. Spider-Man was the very first NWL Intercontinental Champion. The man that beat him was that man in the ring with him right there, Carnage. Carnage would eventually lose the title and move on to the NWL Championship. And now Spider-Man looks to be the one to beat him for that one. Would be perfect poetry if he were able to do that. A symmetry that we don't very often see here in wrestling, but it could come to fruition here tonight. Would be a great story for Spider-Man too, to be able to win the top prize in the business. But Carnage is not going to go down quietly. He's going to do anything and everything in his power to beat the living hell out of Spider-Man. And if that means sacrificing his own body to do so, so be it. We've seen it time and time again. Carnage is willing to inflict more punishment on himself than his opponents half the time, if that means gain the victory. And he could do that here tonight. Spider-Man and him locking up, but Carnage is able to reverse it. Goes after the arm right there. Carnage also likes to kind of toy with his opponents a little bit, not necessarily go full throttle at them, kind of just play with his food, as I like to say, at the beginning parts of the match. He could easily probably take out half of the opponents he faced right away if he wanted to, but I think he sadistically enjoys the suffering that he causes his opponents. That time, Spider-Man crashed and burned on his own high-flying moves. Both of these guys are high flyers, are willing to put their bodies on the line to do anything and everything to try and win. Carnage looking to possibly win right here, right now. Only got a 1 count off of that. I don't think it matters to them if they hurt themselves in the process, as long as they are hurting their opponent even more. But every once in a while, it comes back to haunt them. Every once in a while, they miss the mark. And then you wonder if it was worth it. Spider-Man, beautiful flipping powerbomb right there to Carnage. It's hard to say in this match who's going to win it. Both of these men like high-paced matches, so if I were to say Spider-Man needs to pick up the pace in this match, which he's trying to do a little bit right now, I don't know if that'll necessarily benefit him, because Carnage enjoys the high-paced match as well. A little nice shot there by Spider-Man, kicking Carnage right out of the air and then right in the face with a super kick. You've seen Carnage use that same super kick very often himself. They do have very similar styles, very similar move sets that they use. They probably know each other very well because of that. Carnage now caught in the corner. Spider-Man going at him, double stomp, driving Carnage's face into the mat. Right now, Spider-Man gaining the advantage of this match. Has control of Carnage. Carnage is the one that now needs to try and find a way to battle back. This is not usually the position that he is in. He usually is the one that has control of his opponent, and is usually the one that's forcing them to try and fight back into it. But it's a nice change of pace here, and it could signal possibly the end of his reign as the NWL champion. Has held that title since WrestleMania when he beat Vincent Angelini for it. He is currently hitting a super kick on Spider-Man. I was going to go into something else, but there is a super kick that he has used many times over, just like Spider-Man used earlier. Goes for a pin on it, but did not get the victory. As I was going to say, Carnage is the current NWL champion, the first and only 3-time NWL champion. His previous 2 reigns lasted a total of only 10 days. First one was 10 days. The second one was only a couple minutes when Vincent Angelini cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. Since then, Carnage has gone on a lengthy one right now. But still, 3 times as champion, that's something no one else has done yet. Spider-Man looking to end that 3rd reign. But Carnage has kind of evened the playing field. Both of them are kind of back to square one right now. Spider-Man had the advantage early, then Carnage regained it. Now it's kind of a stalemate at this juncture in the match. Carnage, though, off the top rope with a whisper in the wind. Gaining control of the match once again. Carnage with that beautiful whisper in the wind. Spider-Man, you can see, starting to show the wear and tear of this battle as he rocks Carnage's world with a huge clothesline, flipping him end over end, landing on his head. Spider-Man now dragging him to the center of the ring, drops the leg onto him, and now Spider-Man is feeling it. He is in control of this match, but Carnage able to reverse it. Carnage was able to reverse Spider-Man. He could have been looking for something big. Instead, Carnage is the one looking for something big right here, right now with the pedigree. Pedigree by Carnage, going for the pin. Spider-Man could be done right here, right now. No, he didn't. That was about as close to 3 as I think you could get. I thought the ref's hand was on the mat, but no. This match will continue. Spider-Man digging down deep and finding the will to continue on in this one. Flipping and tossing Carnage off the top rope right there. That's the way you do it. Another flip over the top of Carnage. Reverse moonsault. And then a forward moonsault. Spider-Man throwing it all out there right now. He is digging the bottom of the barrel, trying to find anything and everything in his arsenal to try to gain the victory over Carnage. And he's doing a pretty damn good job right now. He has Carnage kind of reeling at this point. He'd hit the pedigree, couldn't put him away. I think Carnage was partially stunned that he was able to kick out of that. And now he's probably even more stunned with the rolling senton that he's able to get back into this thing right now. Spider-Man now going outside, off the apron, springboard, crashes and burns though. Carnage wisely rolling out of the ring, or at least out of the way, I should say. And he'll go back after Spider-Man with a knee to the face. Things are getting crazy right now between these two. They are willing to do anything and everything to each other. You can see Carnage now starting to show some wear and tear signs. Spider-Man comes flying off with a forearm. Carnage, I think, allowed those moonsaults to finally gotten to him as Spider-Man going for the pinfall. Victory over Carnage. No, kick out. Got to a 2 count though. That's the closest Spider-Man has been. Carnage is in very big trouble of losing his NWL Championship right now. I'm sure this is not how he thought this match would go. Did not probably think that Spider-Man could cause as much trouble to him as he is right now. But he is sure as hell is. Spider-Man having fun right now, dragging Carnage back to the center of the ring once again, going for the pin. This could be it right here. Carnage in trouble once again. Kicks out at 2. Spider-Man is oh so close. He just needs to hit one more big move. But instead it may be Carnage. Carnage hits that one more big move. A pedigree by Carnage. Going for the pin on Spider-Man. This could be it. No. Once again, Spider-Man kicks out. I have no idea how he's doing it. Carnage is at the end. Carnage now going for the... No, Carnage going for the pin. He's got his legs on the rope. He's got his legs on the rope for leverage. No. Come on, ref. The referee has counted 3. Carnage is the winner. But as you and I both saw, he had his legs on the second rope, using them as leverage to help keep Spider-Man down. A dirty tactic from Carnage to retain his title against Spider-Man. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say right now that I'm disgusted at Carnage and the tactics that he just used to retain his NWL Championship. That is not the way that a main event at SummerSlam is supposed to go. There's supposed to be a definitive winner via pinfall or submission, not by some dirty, underhanded tactics such as your legs on the second rope. I thought Carnage was bigger and better than that. He sure has showed many times over that he can dominate an opponent, and just because he wasn't doing that to Spider-Man, he has to resort to that. I'm sorry, but as a commentator and as a fan, I'm just disgusted at what he has just done. And at what was overall a great event here by the NWL. Congratulations to all the true winners here tonight. And I hope Spider-Man gets another shot at that championship, because he just got cheated out of it by Carnage. Guys, if you enjoyed tonight's episode, please go ahead and leave a like, as well as any comments you may have down below. Otherwise, I'm KJ, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.